Oh shit! What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggy Diamonds. You already know Doggy Diamonds TV. You know, anytime Chicago is mentioned in any way, positive, negative, any crazy shit, the Chicago Dawn get them phone call. You get them text. How many phone calls and texts you got, JoJo?
Man, between you and Young and May, and well, I get every call, anything that
Yeah.
got to do with the town. Shit, you know what I'm saying, get the call, and hopefully, like I say, we could come to any agreements, and squash whatever situations, just like the little sister. I guess I'll reach out to her after me and you focus on what we need to focus on your situation. And the podcast dude, I'm not hip to him. I'm not in tune with him. I don't know none of my people in Brooklyn that know him. So I really ain't had to do no research on him. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he fresh to me. You know what I'm saying? He fresh
So
to me. I don't follow him or nothing, so I don't know with him. You know what I'm saying? Besides what I just heard him saying something about you being a rat or a snitch or something. Something that I know as a grown man, especially if he's saying he from Brooklyn and he don't have no paperwork on that situation. He know we don't do shit like that. But like in today's society, I don't know if that's media type training, you know what I'm saying, the troll or whatever the fuck is, I don't know if it's that type of shit, but you don't put those type of tags on somebody. And I guess I don't know, I probably could have if we reached out to I think Vlad because he was on Vlad, you know what I'm saying, to get him on a one-on-one or he have him do this with you. I don't do you know the guy? Do you know him?
I don't know. I know Vlad. I reached out to Vlad and was like, "Yo, it's only right that you let me come on your platform and defend myself." But how I felt about it, JoJo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like that shit is such bullshit. Like you know me, so many street niggas from all over know me, and they know the shit is not valid. So it's like, how do you defend yourself against a lie? But you know, an uncontested lie starts to look like the truth.
He has to produce the paperwork. That's how. If he don't produce the paperwork, he full of shit and everything about him. Especially when it comes into anything that got to do with the streets. You know what I'm saying? That accusation he made, he gotta produce the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? When he made that statement, you took a jail stance. That's a jail. That's rep for any federal penitentiary on down. So he had to, you know what I'm saying, produce that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Or he know the consequences behind shit like that. You don't produce that paperwork, and you put that room out there on a person, nigga get a pumpkin head, man. I know a lot of guys are familiar with them pumpkin heads, man. But hey, man,
And
that's
it's
how you got to take that. You got to take the stance and tell them, hey, okay, produce the paperwork. You calling me a rat and a snitch? Produce the paperwork. Who I snitched on? Where they at? You know what I'm saying? We ain't just gonna loose use this word. We ain't gonna loosely use this rat and snitch word. You can say whatever the fuck else you want to say, but we not gonna do that. You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so do you think a nigga trying to change it, like saying I ain't directly saying the nigga a snitch, I'm saying the nigga a cop because the nigga called me a cop. First he said cop, then he said rat, and I'm like, a cop? I'm out here, JoJo. You know me. I'm out here fighting in the black community amongst for our people at all times, out
Hmm.
there on the front line. I ain't never do no agent cop shit. I ain't never get nobody arrested. I didn't have footage of dudes that could have got them jammed up. I don't even put the footage like, yo, my nigga, I can't even go with that footage because that shit look crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like,
And that's you telling that to the artist that hey, I got some of the shit we was saying in the interview is incriminating, so I
yeah,
can't use that shit. Yeah, no, that's yeah. Cops don't do that. Cops gonna use that as evidence.
do everything for, I would do everything for views if it was about views and getting money because we do make money off this shit. And you know, I don't say foul shit out of my mouth. Me and you done been rocked together on so many different occasions. And it's funny that people will call you. You said people called you and was like, yo, niggas slandering your man and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So
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 it's
that's
it's
why I'm like enlighten me on the shit like what's going on like whoa. That's like me speaking on his name and saying he a fucking rat. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know the dude. So that's why I'm asking you, like, do you even know this dude? Like, what's making him say some shit? Out of all things a person can say to you or about you, you see what I'm saying?
I never seen a nigga a day in my life.
Yeah, see,
Fact, I never.
I'm
We
not
never even been in the same room. Like the funniest shit is that he's saying a nigga a rat. He calling me a cop, but he did an interview on my platform. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't do the interview, but he did an interview with my partner on Forbes, and he disrespected my brand, saying Forbes niggas is rats. But he did an interview with Rex. So if niggas is rats, why you fucking with my platform? So and then he be playing this my enemy's
right.
enemy is my friend shit. You understand what I'm saying? So when I did some shit with Manola Rose, and Manola Rose was going at, you know, him and Troy Ave having their issues, he tweeting that out, he going crazy with that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said some of these people, the audience has to know some of these people are agents. I just want to know who you work for, because the minute a nigga say, I never said no violent shit, I just spoke facts. You understand what I'm saying? Once a nigga go on his shit and say, yo, I'm gonna do this to the nigga, I'm gonna do that to the nigga. Now you alerted different type of authorities with that shit now. So if a nigga fall on black ice out in the snow and hurt
Right.
his knee, they might come pick me up. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I think we in a day and time where dudes just say a lot of niggas' names in a fucked up way, whether it be from Chicago, whether it's the
You
LA
can't. Could you
homies.
answer the phone on this shit while we talking?
Nah, you can't answer the phone. I know your shit going crazy.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like I'm
oh,
at
this shit live right here.
well, we behind the scenes live. I didn't want to put it live for the people, because you know then we have all these, you know, people trying to chime in and give us comments and shit, and I get distracted a little bit because everybody be like, oh shit, JoJo, you know what I'm saying?
No, but you should in that case, because if he's putting out interviews and shit about you, he's putting them out to the people, so the people need to see and hear. You feel me? Whatever is being said on your behalf about the
Well, this
shit.
is going to go out after the fact. Like I can make it,
yeah,
I make
okay.
it live after we talk. We're gonna do our little talk and then I make it live, unedited, uncut. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank you, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought, like, with the hip hop community, all the work I put in, all the dudes, I don't fuck with real street dudes. I thought mad niggas would be like, yo, hold up. You ain't talking about the homie official. But, you know, we in a different time and era. I guess whoever people think got the winning hand, they gravitate towards that. You know, shout out to Cormega, shout out to real stand-up dudes who was like, yo, nah, the homie is official. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for definitely letting the world know, like, that shit's some sucker shit. You understand what I'm saying? But this is the day and time we in, JoJo, where people can get on the computer and the internet and say whatever the fuck they want. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to produce no paperwork. What Denzel said, he said, it ain't about the truth no more.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have retweeted that shit, reposted that shit, everything, because our generations, our youth are the ones that's suffering.
Yeah.
You know, once you damn near 30, 40, you can really, you know, some people they fighting arthritis and shit. They ain't giving a fuck about what's really going on out there. You know what I'm saying? In the street. But at the same time, that message should have went viral from Denzel. That shit should have went viral so people can understand, because it seems like now everybody throwing rocks and then they'll see who they plug with and who they connected with to throw the water out on the fire. And that's not fair neither, because of course I don't want no bloodshed or no incidents about, you know what I'm saying, to go to another level when it shouldn't even, when it could. We in prevention stages now.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And everything is about prevention. You know, I just put the water on the fire. Me and my brother Trick out of Detroit, Snap Dog, and young Rico Reckless. You know what I'm saying? We squashed that shit, because when I got on the phone, I said, hold on, I don't want to talk to the homie next to him, the cousin. Put Snap on the phone and get me Rico on the phone. And the first thing I said to both of those brothers was, have y'all ever met each other before? When I get the word no, it's no, what is no issue.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Yeah.
If I never met you before, so I'm like, so So Snap like, nah, the fans, was adding me and saying, adding me and shit, saying let's do a boxing match or whatever. So we all know as men, we got a lot of testosterone. So of course we gonna take on any challenge. But now I'm explaining to them is, okay, with this new president, y'all don't never know if he pushed the button with the Ku Klux Klan and try to turn this shit back into something else. So I'm explaining to them, hey man, I don't know what the next brother gonna tell you, but we need y'all.
We need warrior. Yeah, we need all our
All
warriors
you
together right now.
fearless little dudes, we need y'all with us. We don't need y'all against each other. Like, we know y'all research and be on this internet. Y'all have not, you mean to tell me you have not heard your father, your grandfather, uncles, cousins, nobody telling y'all nothing about this million family marches, and you ain't seen none of the ministers speeches? Like, come on, y'all, but y'all live on this internet. You mean to tell me y'all haven't seen none of this stuff the minister's saying? Because you can just hear one clip of the minister, 10 minutes to 15 to 20 minutes, and it can change your life.
And I was there 10, 10, 15. Shout out to the homie Wesley Muhammad. Shout out to a lot of my dudes in the nation. Shout out to the Moors, my homies in the Moors, the Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, these is all my people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People that I'm around on a day-to-day
and
basis.
You know what? So me and Trick, we came to the conclusion, and they're like, nah, we ain't meet each other. That was just the fans, this and that. I say, so what y'all start doing? Because basically what I'm seeing that the trolls or these people that's atting y'all, provoking the violence part of it. And I said, so I'm a check into what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm checking into it and I'm reading the comments and shit. I said, now you mean to tell me y'all was rather in this DJ Academics dude? He another one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the fuck he is, but somebody need to tap him on his shoulder and have a sit down with him too, because he provokes this shit as well. You know what I'm saying? Even to the point of the disrespect, like with Soldier Boy and calling him Soldier Fraud and just all kind of shit. And he tried to give his just due to certain people that he feel like about that shit. And he basically was the core of the Snap Dogg and Rico Reckless situation. All the shit was to his page. So I'm saying, hold on, this ain't no likes, no comment shit going on. These young dudes' lives, and we next door neighbors. This Jersey and New York right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Detroit and Chicago, Jersey and New York. So what the fuck is we doing? So I was saying, well, if y'all never met each other, I said, I see in the comments a lot of the kids is asking, they want y'all to do a song with each other. So I say, so you see that shit, Snap? You see that, Rico? So you mean to tell me that these kids is asking for a song, but everybody looking past the song and want to get in the ring with the money? I said, first off, I understand the ring with the money, but if you get in the ring for the money, you still can get money from the song.
From the song.
Through the song and put the song on iTunes. I just want y'all to think, man. Just think of why we keep going. Like the Willie Lynch theory is still alive.
Yeah, even if
17.
Yeah, even if it some people say it didn't exist, it didn't happen. The idea is strong. And it's funny that you say that, because early on, when the kid Taxstone first got his podcast, a lot of people was hitting him like, yo, you should have Doggy Diamonds as a guest. Y'all two talking would be crazy, yo. And I know he could verify that, you know what I'm saying? And people was like, yo, get Tax on your podcast. I was like, yo, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have no problem with the kid, but then I started seeing a lot of shit that was like, yo, hold up, man. This nigga, I got, I'm gonna keep it real with the people. You know what I'm saying? I got tweets from 2009 where the nigga was popping shit about me. 2009 that I could prove to the people, but I was so off that I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, man, maybe a nigga felt that way at that time. You know what I'm saying? Time progressed. I see a black man getting money. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But then I started seeing funny shit like, yo, a nigga still got something in his heart for me. So when I did an interview with Mav Hoffa, they had an answer. So I asked Mav Hoffa, what was that shit about? Because he just picked on Mav one day and was like, yo, Mav Hoffa's a pussy and a bitch. So I asked Mav when I did my interview, as I'm supposed to, what was that shit about? You know what I'm saying? So Mav said what he said. So the kid tweeted me, yo, mention my name again and I'll delete your podcast. And I'm like, what the fuck is you? Like, I own my shit. Like, everybody know I ain't never been under nobody. I'm a dude who started Forbes DVD with my partner Rec, and I done helped everybody from motherfucker all over the United States, from Chicago brothers to Detroit brothers. Trick was in the hood with me. Gilly the Kid was in the hood for me with me. That's why he did the podcast with Gilly talking shit about me. I'm like, Gilly, you was in my hood with me. You was in the streets with me. And you done, me and Jojo, we done been together so many motherfucking times out here. You know what I'm saying? When you get an artist and you come to NY, you hit me, yo, I got this artist, I'm bringing them through, and we do our 1-2 things. So, you know, I just think a lot of shit is unfortunate, but I'm just trying to think, what's dude's motive? Do you want everybody to go to jail? Do you want somebody to get hurt? Because a lot of times when people get hurt, it ain't never us per se. It's our entourage. It's our niggas that feel like they got to defend us. It's all this crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, we coming into a post-Obama world right now. This other dude coming in office, we gonna have these white kids walking, bumping us like, yo, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stick together. And I think when we speak like this, we got to stick together and we got to do certain shit. The dudes that love the bullshit think it make us soft. You understand what I'm saying? It don't make us soft. Go ahead, Jojo.
That's why every interview I get a chance that I do, you know, on a major or big platform like this, I speak on the documentary series Hidden Colors, volume 1 through 4. And I encourage all the kids to get Hidden Colors, volume 1 through 4, off the strength of just taking us, because we are lost souls, we are a lost generation. We don't know where the fuck we come from, who we mixed up with, you know, all this shit, you know. So between YouTube and Hidden Colors, but definitely Hidden Colors, you have all these top scholars from around the world that visit. What I was interested in is when I first saw it, it wasn't like, because I'm this type of person. You can't just tell me any fucking thing. You got to show me too.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So with Hidden Colors, not only was they speaking on these names and these great people, and, you know, from scientifically speaking, meaning, you know, first man civilization was from Africa, meaning any human in the world are descendants from Africa, you know, so that erased the racist shit out of me. So if I thought that I was racist, that shit was over with, because it's like, well, damn, if we all one people, and then I had to start, you know, putting my own spin on it to say, well, damn, you're right. If we all cut it, I can go get the palest man right now. And if I cut his skin and I cut mine, we both bleeding red. It's a fucking reason for that. His shit ain't bleeding white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
when he cut his skin, his shit not white. When you get the China man, his shit. And then, and now doing my travels, and I'm in the motherland, shit, it's damn near four Asians to every African in over there, but they letting you know that we here for our history. So they not. So when you thinking people be racist and certain shit, no, they the only ones that's just stepping up to the plate. Like the Asians that step up to the plate, and they let you know, no, we know our roots. You know what I'm saying? We know our roots. When you travel the world, when you go in Mexico, you hear negritos and stuff like that. I don't care where you go in the world, you're gonna see some melanated skin, especially in today's society. But back then, it was a reason why the people became pale in their white colored skin when the Africans traveled through the ice ages. And once they produced and reproduced in them ice ages, I guess it's like some albinos or something. If an albino generation keep making babies, you see what I'm saying? You're gonna keep a albino tribe of people, you know what I'm saying, wherever they breed, and the reason they color and complexions come out that way. I don't know if that was a good
analogy,
but I'm just using that for just the average person. So basically saying we all one for real, you know, and the truth, like they say, should set us free. So if we knew that, you know, once you get the white people, you know, or Caucasian people to admit the fact that, hey, y'all ass is descendants from Africa too, that hate those that's hateful, that's gonna leave them, just like the Ku Klux Klan. If you keep pounding that and showing them scientifically speaking, now it's gonna it'll single them out to say, okay, we know we descendants from Africa, but we don't. But this a new age. This the new ages, and we want separatism. So if they say that, then of course I gotta side with the brother. I gotta side with the minister on how he feel like, okay, we'll go for the separatism. I don't feel like that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you something, Jojo. In this day and age right now, it's a lot of it's because what you're saying, I want to put that to what's going on right now. A lot of dudes are on the computer talking crazy, talking the craziest shit, and not even understanding the repercussions of what they saying. Where and they saying we don't got no OGs, we don't got to listen to no OGs. Fuck that. What's happening right now where we got dudes who think they could go on podcasts and talk crazy about LA dudes, say fuck Chicago, all types of shit. What's happening right now?
What's happening? The same way that I said the Africans left Africa and traveled, these OGs left and traveled, or these OGs have family members in every major city that love them. And if you have somebody disrespecting or trying to hurt or harm their family, it'll be repercussions. And when somebody do something stupid and it spill over till they get a case and now they in a slave system of the penitentiary, you're gonna listen to the OGs in there.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna get your ass murdered. You see what I'm saying? You not because you have some people that adapt to doing the time. If I got life in prison, I don't give a fuck about what goes on in here. I'm gonna keep up some bullshit. But if it might be another brother that's only doing 5 to 10 years. For one, I don't even feel like he should be on the same compound with a person that got life.
Yeah.
You know, so that it all that shit is. I had just did a post the other day saying that spread the word to our incarcerated brothers and sisters to don't work those slave ass jobs that 15 cent.
I seen that.
Yeah. Don't work those jobs back. Like basically cause an uprising on that shit. A revolt. Cause a revolt. Don't use them jobs and let their ass lose trillions and trillions of dollars in the penitentiary system because they're the ones that's making shit, furniture, street signs, whatever they responsible for, car parts, whatever they doing in them privatized penitentiary systems, hit their ass in their pocket. That's how we get, make him hurt. So if they step up and revolt and stop doing that, but like I said, if we encourage that and the inmates follow suit, us as their family, we gotta, be ready to send them, put money on their books because we like telling them to quit your job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quit your job for a better cause. So if we telling them to quit their job, then we have to step up in that case. So when you having all these people donating to a lot of these bullshit
foundations and all this
foundations and all that shit, man, look, we pulling money from all that bullshit because it ain't reaching to our people damn near anyway. The people in Haiti, of course we know because of that revolt that those brothers
they still suffering to this day. Yep.
They still suffering from that, and people keep turning a blind eye on that shit. But that's why I speak on it so much and keep enlightening people on hidden colors, because all of that type of stuff is in there, and they upset. When I posted the brother Fidel Castro, you know what I'm saying, him and his African roots, he just didn't start, because they'll make it like, oh, this guy had too much love for the black people, because his ass was black himself.
And he admitted
what I'm saying? He knew where the fuck he came from, man. He know what's going on. He know what generation. He knew who his granddaddy was. His great grandfather was one of them, probably one of them African Haitians or just straight up African. He knew who he knew. So it wasn't no reason that he helped fight for independence. First off, how you gonna take your troops and go all over to a whole nother world, to Africa, to help them fight for independence? It's a reason for that. You don't just get behind revolts just to get behind them. You don't get behind movements just to get behind them. You get behind them for a reason, because it's near and dear to your heart. You know what I'm saying? And by him knowing that his African peers and family members, are suffering from this shit worldwide, he was willing to take his troops all over the world and help them fight for their independence. So fuck what they talking about. I'm gonna commend the brother until the day I leave this earth. The same way as I enlighten these brothers on Mansa Musa, the richest man in the ever lived.
History.
You know what I'm saying? They said he was worth 400 and something, 60 billion, but we know he was trillion. We don't even know how much money he really was worth, because they keep on trying to, keep an equal thing with the Bill Gates, and Bill Gates ain't fucking with that man. And this man been dead centuries. You see what I'm saying?
So let's bring the people up to speed. Chicago. I seen the kid defending, I guess, his dead homie's man named Tuka, and it's a
Yeah.
big uproar with Young M.A. I have no idea what the hell that's about. I just see it as a big uproar. You know, it's being promoted that the kid want to come to New York and fight, and then you know the kid got on the podcast and was like, "Fuck him," you know, "Fuck the little dumb Chicago kids" and all that shit. What is that about, the Tuka situation?
Now see, that's fucked up if he done that. That's super fucked up.
Well, he said, "Fuck
But
your dead man."
yeah, oh, this Tax Tone
Yeah,
dude said
yeah.
that. Now see, I seen some of the little guys. Damn, I don't know who it was, but I seen them like, we ain't gonna kill no chick, you know what I'm saying? But your cousins, your brothers, or whatever, somebody, and you know, gotta take responsibility for that. So with that being said, no, cause like Lil Duck and all them, like me and his mother, we up together. We from around the same projects, Duck, LBG Duck, and all them in Tookaville. Artists that I had, Chief Bias. Him and Tuka grew up together. Like Chief Bias, have the picture of him and Tuka graduating grammar school together and all that. So of course I embraced the whole Tookaville, Duck, all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was like, the neighborhoods, because I rode through there. So I did a live stream. I rode through Old Block Parkway Gardens, the Old Block where Chief Keef from. Directly across the street, you enter in Tookaville. Directly across the street. So this like next door neighbors, a next door neighbor beef. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But in this case, Chief Keef was able to gain popularity and notoriety. So when him saying smoking Tuka, they just thinking he putting a spin on the word weed, you know, like Mary Jane and Loud and all that. They just thinking it's like that. But because it's in a song and reached so many people, you see what I'm saying? Radios and all that. It was nobody that I know of in Tuka's family that could have sent cease and desists, you see what I'm saying, to the radio stations, or put a whole movement behind that, like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, this ain't that. But the young rappers out here made it popular to do shit like that. Whoever got dead homies, now they saying they smoking on them. So now, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna keep being tit for tat, tit for tat, tit for tat. To whereas now it's like it's not even no respect in the dead around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And spoke on the fact that we have cargo train tracks and shit that come through here. You know what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden, when we came up out of 15, 30 dudes, we might have one rusty ass 22, man.
Yeah.
Rusty
One
ass 38.
one shit with the firing pin is broke, and
Bro,
the
you feel me?
clip, the spring in the clip is fucked up. You're gonna put
It's
one
tape,
bullet, you know.
it's tape and shit, and better yet, to keep it all the way funky. Shit, we had zip guns. We made handmade zip guns. We made zip guns. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, if this supposed to be a recession and all this shit, guns ain't cheap. Bullets ain't cheap. We know these dudes ain't got no money because the parents ain't got no money. So where in the fuck is all these guns coming from? Military style weapons at that. Where's this shit coming from? So you mean to tell me, you know, these cargo ships contains all this shit. Now y'all can strip us butt fucking naked in the airport looking for a bag of weed or petty shit. You see what I'm saying? But you letting a whole fucking cargo train full of guns come through cities like this unattended? Man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it, man.
So the thing,
you know, and then you hearing the stories about motherfuckers walked out their house, walked in the alley, and there was a crate of guns back there. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We know where this shit coming from, man. It's no secret. Just like it's still a COINTELPRO shit going on.
Yeah,
after homosexual
ass hip hop now. Yup.
Yeah, after that homosexual ass president Hoover, you know what I'm saying, died, his COINTELPRO still live in effect. Now, the reason as a people we can't believe and trust our government because we see all the ills that our government allowed to happen to us. How the fuck could we believe in them? You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? How could we believe in them when y'all allowing this rogue bullshit to happen to our people? That all that shit was illegal. The illegal wiretaps on the brother Malcolm, on the legal wiretaps on Dr. King, you know, the blatant murder on Fred Hampton. Now you got to realize all these little guys, Rico Recklesses and Snap Dogs and them, they 21, 23, or however old they is. Now, with the power that they can have, Fred Hampton Sr. was 21 years old at his time of demise. When he got murdered, he was 21 years old, man.
How many G's he had under him?
You know, them the 60s and shit. So you know them that they wasn't bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? They was riding. But you got to realize he's 21 years old. And I'm saying with the knowledge he had, with the knowledge he had, come on, bro. This man owning properties, this 21 years old. Then when you date back and you go to Jeff Fort, he 19 years old, basically, you know what I'm saying, getting the government to give him millions of dollars to uplift our communities. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how you able to do this at 19 years old? So I'm saying to all the rappers, that's a choice you making to want to beef with people. That ain't what you have to do.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar showed you, J. Cole showed you, on the conscious side, you can still get MTV money. You can still get you money to buy your MTV crib.
So let me ask you something. The young and May saying the name Tuka, and the kid. What's the kid name from your city?
Tuka is from here.
But the kid that's defending him, what's his name again?
It's so many now. You know, everybody
yeah.
It's so many now. But I know I'm speaking in his behalf to say, you know, we know where the core came from. You know, Chief Keef put it in a rap, and people went wildfire with the shit. Now, we was out in Texas, and it was some kids from Virginia. They was up there rapping, and he said some shit smoking on Tuka. I pulled the whole mic, I stopped the whole motherfucking show. You see what I'm saying? And I was jamming to his music at first, but I'm standing by the stage. So I'm standing by the stage. As soon as I hear that shit, oh, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I jumped on the stage, pushed the mic, you know what I'm saying, stop the play on the mic to with the DJ. I say, hold on, man. And I got the DJ mic, and I say, hey, brother, you know what I'm saying, we enjoying y'all show. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying y'all show. But that smoking on Tuka shit, that's one of the dead homies. Y'all can't just do that and say that. And he apologized right there. So I know that shit was on thousands of camera phones, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But he apologized because he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I know Young M.A. don't know because she has a brother that's deceased. And that's just like if Kanye say I'm smoking on her brother name, you know, a person with the notoriety, you know what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden she going all over the world, or she seeing video that when he say her brother name being smoked on, her and her family not going to like that. So that's why I was going to even reach out. I don't know if you know her, or I was going to reach out to Mano or Uncle Murder, you know what I'm saying, and tell them, man, hit little sis up, man, and just tell her she can even use my name, you know what I'm saying, and say, man, OG called in, you know what I'm saying, and I, you know, I apologize. I didn't know, you know, I'm just, because it's like shmoney, like everybody saying shmoney.
It's slang. It's a slang.
Yes, but it's not a slang. That's
but it's not a slang. Yeah, exactly. It's not a slang.
You know what I'm saying? That's a person. So I just still don't know, like even with the little JoJo, you know what I'm saying, when he went on, and because of how he was rocking, I got calls from the motherland, LA, New York, everywhere, because they thought that was my son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they was like, what? We coming out there, we mobbing up now. I'm like, nah, that's not my little son. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that. So rest in peace, little JoJo as well. But you don't hear nobody talking about they smoking on Lil JoJo. They respect it. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a handful saying it, but I ain't never heard it. I never heard that. I'm saying being outside of Chicago and way other whole other towns, and I'm hearing rappers saying some smoking on some Tuka. Hold the fuck up. You see what I'm saying? Hold up. You know, and it's just as equivalent as niggas saying they smoking on Pac and they smoking on Biggie. We ain't gonna feel that shit.
So did Chief Keef get any backlash for saying that?
I mean, it stemmed from him. I mean, it stemmed from
Okay.
him. Of course he did, because all the little brothers from his side that lost their lives, Tuka and that whole crew say they smoking on it. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a back and forth thing, but it's still disrespecting the dead. I don't give a fuck how they look at it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect something, man. You know,
Yeah.
and that's why I say with these internet shits and all that, I know they have to stumble across the Maz right here, Maz Marion right here, Elijah Muhammad. Maz is everybody, every hood can get to it. You see what I'm saying? But you have to want to change your way of thinking. You feel me? You have to want to do that. And see, with me, they'll listen to me because, of course, I done everything under the fucking sun, and they all witnessed it, and they all know that. So if I'm saying, hold on, I know, but like they say, with age you get wiser, which is true.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the same shit I was doing when I was 16 and 15 years old. Now that I'm 30 and 40, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna be doing the same shit. So you have to instill that into these young brothers the same way. So the next person that's gonna try to start a podcast or whatever, we have to enlighten their minds. Don't be calling nobody no fucking rats and no snitches if you're not producing that paperwork. Don't you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
y'all have to enlighten the next up and coming people, because they gonna think, okay, Charlemagne is doing it, but we all know that the Charlemagne shit, you know, they gonna credit that from Wendy Williams, but we all know better. Charlemagne want to be, that's a young star and Buck Wow, that's young Star started all that shit.
And people don't
You know what I'm
and
saying?
then people don't know Star had to actually go out there and bang out and fight sometimes behind the shit. That's the part of the story that they don't know. They think he just was on radio talking shit. Star would tell you, no, I had got into some shit behind the shit I was saying.
Yeah.
You know, so could we put the
Mhm.
rest that there is no Brooklyn versus Chicago shit going on right now?
No, I mean, and at the same time, we have to reach out to her and get her to just, all she had to do is do apology, man, apology video in her behalf, you know, and she had to understand it's no way, it's the same way as if everybody find out her brother name and say the same shit. Everybody know how that's near and dear to her heart and how she did, you know what I'm saying? When it's something you don't have no knowledge of, you will make those type of decisions. Now that she would be knowledgeable about that, then it should be no problem with her making an apology about it. You know what I'm saying? None whatsoever. If she feel and love and miss her brother the way she says she do, and some of her homies or whatever, she understand where Chicago coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's an honest mistake. You know, it's an honest mistake, and as a woman, she should you know, she should understand that. You know what I'm saying? It was an honest mistake. I apologize, Chicago. You know, I didn't know, you know, we know she don't know. We know she
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? Because she don't have no ties to this town like that. She ain't got no towns like she, right? You feel me? To like she just going on some barbaric shit. She ain't, you know. So
yeah,
she can just, it's simple. So even, you know, and I know they want to keep they little, feel like they gangster credibility and whatever, like I ain't apologizing. Okay, we'll deal with the consequences, which it shouldn't have to go that way. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing for any person out here with a couple dollars to book any artist. I don't give a fuck where they from. Book them and tie their ass up. That shit been going on since the 80s.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? That ain't nothing new.
yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with a lot of shit. Like, yo, niggas is really gonna go to the street and get motherfuckers hurt over podcast talk. Like, that ain't what that. First of all, that's not what I'm about. I work my ass off to get the fuck out of the street. I don't want to go back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want these motherfucking boys fucking with me. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want them following me, because once they on you, you know, like I said, for myself, I didn't shake them, but they know I've been out of that life for a long time. They know who and who do what. Once they tag you again back with these so-called beefs, that shit bad for business, man. It's bad for money. I mean, the internet kids eat it up because they leave comments But that shit bad for money, man. That shit start fucking with my money. Beef ain't never good for money. Only people who benefit off of beef is the motherfucking morgue, the jails, and the motherfucking government who want us all to kill each other anyway. So I was a little upset that a lot of people didn't even really step in. I mean, I got to give Charlamagne a little credit. He did text me and say, yo, you know, how could I XYZ? But I felt like, you know, you should check your man, because I'm not saying nothing. I'm here defending myself, but I'm defending myself against lies. Like, how the, like, you know what I'm saying? When a nigga put a tag on you, he can't just come in and say it out of his mouth without saying, this is the instance right here where a nigga XYZ.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In your defense, when you putting out there, produce this paperwork, since I'm some whatever you trying to say, when he can't produce it, there it is. You see what I'm saying?
But Jojo, let me say something. Also in the interview that the nigga did on my platform, he said that he had a chick that used to call the cops on him all the time. So he wanted to fight fire with fire. So he started calling the cops on her every day. You understand what I'm saying? But this is shit that niggas will look at and be like, ha, that was funny. But I'm like, yo, the nigga just admitted that he called the police. And in another instance, he said a cop kept robbing him. So he called internal affairs on the cop to get the cop in trouble. So he snitched on the cops. But this is a nigga who could call me a cop and everybody laugh. But he's on video and audio saying, you know, I grab niggas' ass. You know what I'm saying? I hang with gay dudes. You know what I'm saying? I see your face. If people can't see it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. But people laugh and say this shit is funny. And then I got people coming on me, trolling me, saying, yeah, you police. Why? Because he said it. And that's the nigga who admitted to doing gay shit. To each his own, do what you do, but admitted to calling police on the chick and then want to say, oh, because I'm a civilian now. So how you talking the street shit if you're either you're a civilian or you in the streets? You can't be both. You understand what I'm saying? So this shit is just weird. Like I said, for me, once a nigga start talking violence, I'm off that, because then that puts a tag on all of us, and we all got to start riding different and moving around different, because the hip hop police in New York City ain't no motherfucking joke.
And people got to understand about the terroristic threat shit. They keep on coming up with all these bullshit laws and passing all these laws to, you know, so people can incriminate themselves. You know, they know these kids is on drugs, the same drugs that they deliver to these towns and get them hooked on, and then they start telling on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the kids got to wisen up. Put the lean down, you fucking 16, 18-year-old heroin addicts, because that's basically what you are.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
You sipping it. You sipping it, yep.
So, you know, that shit's stupid, man. That smoking and drinking. We need a generation of conscious minds. You know what I'm saying? We'd have had the generations of fucked up minds. You know, what about the generation of conscious minds? You know what I'm saying? Let's work towards that. And like I say, you know, nobody physically putting their hands on me. You know, I'm gonna do what I know to do. You know what I'm saying? But just if we can speak on a situation, because it's nothing but to get to the root of it. All you do is get to the root of the situation. Tax, I'm Doggy. You never met me. I know you only know me through the internet shit or whatever, but brother, to put something like that on my name, you wrong for that. He gotta be a man, say he wrong for that, apologize to that. Since he done it on Vlad's shit, like you say, y'all go on Vlad and put it on there. Or how Rec, I seen, shout out to Rec, Rec. How they do the 3-4 boxes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
They can put y'all two on them 2 boxes, and y'all can do it on MREC platform over there.
Yeah, I mean, we could do the shit wherever, you know what I'm saying? Because my whole thing is, at the end of the day, people know, like, it's so many conscious brothers that know I'm out in the community doing the work for the people. You know what I'm saying? I got a youth organization. You know, I'm trying to develop, you know, get the 501c3 and all this shit for the youth group, trying to take the kids to Africa. But how I'm gonna look and they go on YouTube and I'm on there acting a fucking fool, you know what I'm saying, beefing with some dude or some dude disrespecting me, because we all got family, and then the family start getting riled up like, yo, who the fuck this nigga talking about?
It all become hypocritical. That's why I said become hypocritical. But you know, yeah, man, I want to see the outcome, man. You know, I hopefully it go for the right, you know, for the greater good. And you know how it is, man. I'm a phone call away. I'm dealing with the family issues, you know, right now. I got to take some of these calls back, but if we got to do a part 2, or if MREC, want to have it to where I can be the mediator in you and that brother, because I already know when somebody put some dirt on your name, that day you could say you're gonna come in calm, cool, and collective, doggy, but when a dude say something foul, dirt on your name, you might come in ready to bark. So if they need a mediator for it, I don't have the foolish pride, bro. That's what I'm saying. We got to kill all that pride shit that we have where we too good to say apologize and sorry to one another when we do something wrong. It say think before you react. So we just got to think before we react, man. And it's much love to you, man. And hopefully that brother, like he say, he might don't got no OGs. So that's probably why he's saying the shit that he's saying. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes. No. So Jojo, I thank you for calling me today. Like I said, we do this all the time. Me and you build all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie Trick too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to Trick. Shout out to Snap. Shout out Rico Reckless. And hopefully Young M.A., you know what I'm saying, see this and she reach out, or whoever. I know somebody around that know how to reach you, and they know how to reach me. You know what I'm saying? So I just need her to, do a video, and apologize and just be understanding. She can say simple shit. This Young M.A., I did my research. I understand this one of y'all deceased fella, brothers. It ain't just our brother, it's her brother too. You know what I'm saying?
It's all our brother.
He just ain't Tuka ain't just for us, he for her too. He for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The people Keith and them lost, they for everybody. It ain't just, we gotta stop this shit. This shit ignorant, man.
Yeah.
But the shit ignorant. The shit that ain't no, like I say, I come from that same generation. True indeed. I come from that same generation. So I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm just older and I'm wiser. And that shit ain't smart.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's bad for everybody business right now. And right now, if we all do this shit right, we can run media, we can run everything if we stick together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and just quell a lot of the bullshit. Like I said, for me personally, I don't have no beef with nobody. I just always got to defend my name. I ain't out here trying to fight, shoot, none of that dumb shit. I know who my enemy is, and I don't think it's no black man, woman, or child. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't really with the dumb shit. And even my little situations that I had, even when I had a little disagreement with Brother Polite, me and him got on a live stream and talked.
Right.
And people was mad that we had a decent conversation. I'm like, yo,
that's how it be, because they fuel off the bullshit. Yeah. You got people like that, but I'm glad y'all was able to straighten that out. And that was another thing I wanted to speak on too. Damn, I'm glad you even brought that up. I say, when you have new people tuning in to that conscious community and Sinetta TV and Doggy Diamonds TV, when you got newcomers, you know what I'm saying, clicking in and chiming in on y'all, it's like we trying to hear the knowledge that we're told that we're going to get from these channels. We don't want to see the top peers of this going at each other.
That's on each other. Yeah. No, me and
that shit. So that was another thing. I was like, damn. When soon as I came to New York, I'm gonna run up on 25th and be like, "Hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
I take you right. I'll get y'all right on the phone. We go right to his crib. That's like, easy.
Yeah, like what is we doing? If y'all supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, focus it. Y'all supposed to be helping condition our minds, all of the younger generation mind. So if y'all trying to do that, how the fuck is y'all doing that and y'all can't even see eye to eye? That shit don't make no sense.
Absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to look like a hypocrite, and I don't want out in the street and stab somebody behind some stupid ass internet shit. And please, to anybody who's sending me videos talking about this nigga diss you, this nigga win, I'm gonna start looking at you like you a troublemaker. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Right. I really don't care. The dude got me blocked on all social networks, so I don't see what he's saying. I also don't search it out. But people sending me shit, and I'm not here to react or for what a nigga say about me, because the shit ain't the truth. So what the fuck am I supposed to say? But I'm going to defend my name. So Jojo, I thank you for hitting me up. You know what I'm saying? You always been a good friend to me. You always been a stand-up dude who squash more beef than you fucking been involved in. You know what I'm saying?
And never got a check for that shit neither.
Yeah. But never got a check, so you doing it from your heart. Yeah.
I'm the Don King that didn't get a check for it, man. But I don't mind, because my great deed, the big homies up above, they gonna look after me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm them ancestors, man. I'm just doing a good deed and I'm proud of it. And it's much love, doggy. I'm here anytime, man. I'm a phone call away. I come up top soon. I'll see you and come in your office and check your new thing out. Congratulations on your new venture and all that.
Yes, sir. This the homie right here, Jojo Capone. We signing out. Peace.
Chirac Don.